Hi, it's Mr. Baumgarten here with a quick little video where I'm going to demonstrate the use of Github Desktop. So I have here a little computer science project. So I've got my folder, computer science project, and I've just got an app Python file, which you can see the contents of here. So once I've finished my project and I'm wanting to start keeping backup copies on GitHub and also to share it with me, then I will open up Github Desktop and come to File, Add Local Repository. This is because the folder already exists. If the folder does not already exist, then you go use New Repository. So Add Local, browse to where my project folder is. And so this is the folder that I want to upload everything for. This directory does not appear to be a Git repository yet. Would you like to create one here instead? Yes. So click the little link rather than add repo. And here we'll get the repository settings. So this is the path. Here's the name that the repository will have on Git, and then description, my computer science project. For Git ignore, I recommend picking the profile that best suits whatever language you're developing in, so whether it's Java or Python. And this will tell, and I also suggest initializing the README. But the Git ignore profile will tell Git to ignore a whole bunch of system files that those types of projects would generally create that you do not need to upload. Right, so once that is ready, I can now publish my repository to GitHub. You can leave the tick for keep this code private. You can still share it with me despite that. If you untick this, then it's public to the entire world. So publish the repository and wait for the little busy icon to finish. So this is currently uploading to GitHub. And that is now complete. If I now go to my GitHub and I've logged in as myself, I can come to my repositories, and here's my computer science project, and we can see here it is marked as private. If I open that up and go to the settings tab and then click on collaborators, here you can add me to your project. So just type Paul Baumgarten, one word. You'll see I appear in the pop-up list, and then you can add me as a collaborator. All right. That won't work for me because I'm the owner of this repository, but it will work for you. And from then on, I can access the copy that you have uploaded to GitHub. So that's part one. Part two, let's assume now you've made some changes to your project. So let's just quickly write in a couple of lines. Let's use an F string. Okay, so I have made a change to my project. If I now go to GitHub Desktop and I've got my current repository, so you can have multiples picked, we see here that there's been one file that has been changed, and the green indicates where lines have been added, and you'll see red where lines get deleted. To upload your change to GitHub is a three-step process. Step one, put in a summary of what you have changed. So added name prompt. Step two, click commit to master. Then step three, right, push to origin. So push it out to GitHub. And when that busyness is finished, and the blue window here will disappear. Right, that is done. That is now uploaded to GitHub with the change. And I can see those changes. So if we take a look in GitHub to take a look at that, Here's my computer science project. This description that you're seeing here is the contents of the README file, by the way. But if I take a look in my app Python file, we'll see here that I've got my updated version. But crucially, I want to point out that you can also see the history of your changes to this file. And that's why we give it summary descriptions, because you can see here, there's my summary description, added name prompt. And I can go back and look at the file at different points in time, or I can click on the little code thing here and see what was changed in each different upload. So you can see the history of your file. So if I want to see it, the original version that I uploaded, right, there's my original version there. And then to go back to my current, in this pop down list here, showing what tree I'm in, I just pick the master. And there's the current version of the file. So GitHub is very useful, not just for sharing. Well, it's useful for three things. One, it keeps a backup in the cloud. So if something happens to your computer, you have a safe copy of your work. Two, it allows you to share it with me. It's a very convenient way of collaborating and sharing your work. And then three, it gives you a backup history of all of your changes. So if you accidentally delete something and you need to retrieve some changes later on, you can get those back. So very useful tool, extremely popular with programmers, used a lot in industry. So I highly recommend you get comfortable with it and get used to using GitHub a lot. So that's my video on GitHub Desktop. Hope that has been helpful. I would certainly like my computer science diploma and IGCSE students to get in the habit of using this. Start by using it to share your problem sets with me, and then any projects that we build along the way. Alright, this is Mr. Baumgarten signing off.